Howdy folks, Guy here. This is my first time doing one of these things, so I thought I'd kick it off with a topic that is near and dear to me. It plays an important role in my everyday life, as well as yours. Like a friend who's always there for you, no matter how good or bad your day is. I'm here to talk about the home bowl. This was a term that I'd heard on the show Family Guy, and I could immediately relate. The home bowl is like a place of refuge. It provides maximum relief with minimum anxiety. There come desperate times, however, when the home bowl is not available. Times when you can feel in your gut that you're not going to make it back to your personal porcelain throne. Some people aren't bothered by the public toilet, and I'm sure some others would rather clean it up later. Now, if proper restroom etiquette is followed, the problem should be minor. If you're only watering the trees, talking to just the guys here, put the seat up. Seriously, you sprinkle the seat at all, and the next person has to deal with it. And if it's a shared gender restroom, the ladies will really appreciate you putting it back down. Just be a gentleman here, deal? Even in the case of a foreign toilet seat that looks clean, I'm still wary. If there are cleaning supplies and it's a single bathroom with a lock, I'll grab paper towels and soap or cleaning spray and make sure that thing is squeaky clean before taking a seat. You just don't know when it comes to many bathrooms. Maybe someone was like twerking on this bowl or something. I don't want to catch Parkinson's disease. And if they haven't showered in a while, nasty. It's like indirect kissing, but for butts. Despite my stubbornness, I occasionally have to deal with the nasty plastic seat. There have, however, been a few experiences I would label as somewhat traumatizing. First off, plain lavatories are horrible. I understand that there is only so much space and weight available on an airplane, but you'd think they could drop a couple of seats to make a comfortable restroom. But no, you have to stuff yourself into a tiny closet, sit on a little plastic donut, and hope not to catch Ebola or something like that. Can Ebola be transmitted through toilet seats? Discuss amongst yourselves. So back in Boy Scouts, we did a lot of awesome hikes. And when you're on a long hike, you learn how to properly relieve yourself in the wilderness. But in some areas, that's not allowed, and an outhouse is often provided. I recall a particular one that had big gaps in the wallboards, so I was concerned that other kids would use that to further torture me. Then there was the seat. It was small and made of damp, unfinished wood. There was seriously moss growing around it. A layer of TP acts as a decent protective gasket at least. But then the worst part, I was just sitting there, minding and taking care of my own business, when I realized I was not alone. The little 8-legged freak just casually crawled out from under the seat, and I was filled with a sudden emotion of, nope, 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 nope. The next couple minutes were spent in a strenuous hover position until I could safely make an escape from that death trap. I mean, I don't really know what kind of spider it was, but I've watched way too many nature shows to feel comfortable sharing such personal space with a possibly poisonous inhabitant. The worst, though, was at my college. Some days that cheap college survival food didn't allow me to last through my 16 hours there. But I knew where all of the restrooms were and how clean and frequented each one was, so I would pick and choose. One day I was near a particularly new and clean loo. I thought, what better a place to go free the brown trout? It had glistening porcelain bowls with shiny new seats, and with an auto flush sensor, you didn't even need to touch that gross handle afterwards. Well, I realized my dilemma a little too late to be able to do anything about it. I was just sitting there, and the toilet flushed. It wasn't gentle either. It was a raging torrent of churning water. It splashed and roared like an aggravated Leopleurodon. So there I was, dripping wet bum from nasty toilet water, trying to figure out what to do. When it does it again, I panicked, tried to cover the sensor with my hand so it would stop acting up, but it kept glitching out. One after another, the toilet kept power spraying everything above it with each torrential flush. If you've ever seen that video of a cat locked inside an automatic pet washer, that was me. First I was startled, then I panicked, then gave in to utter despair as the will to live slowly drained from my eyes. I left the restroom that day feeling defiled. I swore I was going to catch some disease or infection, but I had just spent all of my emotions in those few minutes. I finished the day off as a hollow shell of my normal self. A shower and a change of clothes rejuvenated me when I got home, but that day will forever be burned into my memory. I'm sure some of you have had similar, or perhaps worse, experiences. If so, go tell about it in the comments. Trauma counseling may or may not be available. Did you like this video? If so, whatever, you know the deal. I'll probably be making more, so come by again sometime, okay? Keep it gravy, baby.